Welcome. Today we will be doing a restorative yoga flow, which means we'll be holding each pose anywhere between 30 seconds to a minute, really focusing on our breath, inhaling and exhaling. We'll take a few moments here at the beginning to clear our minds and really get in the zone of focusing on the breath. Before we begin, you don't need any equipment today other than a mat, maybe a bottle of water or some tea, whatever you prefer. We'll go ahead and get started in a seated position with the right ankle resting on top of the left leg. Hands are resting gently on the knees. Spine is straight. Make sure you're not leaning forward here. Pull those shoulders away from the ears. And take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. Again, another big inhale through the nose. And when you exhale, gently close your eyes. Use this time to clear your mind from any thoughts or worries or plans. Let your mind rest here. It's normal for thoughts to creep into our mind. Just notice them, and then bring your focus to your breath. Feeling every inhale through the nose, down the throat, into the lungs. And every exhale as that air moves out of the lungs, up the throat, and through the nose. Begin to listen to the sounds in the room around you. Wiggle those fingers and toes. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. We'll begin with a hip stretch, walking our hands out in front. And you can go as far as comfortable here, so if you need to keep those arms extended, do that. If you can lower down to your elbows, or even rest your head gently on the mat. And as you get comfortable here, you may find you're able to sink a little deeper into this stretch. We'll slowly rise up. And we'll switch legs, bringing that left foot on top of the right. Walking our hands out. You may notice one side is tighter than the other. That is totally fine. Just go to the point where you can feel a slight stretch. Should not be painful or uncomfortable. Walk your hands back to that seated position. We'll take the right hand, rest it on the left knee. Left hand comes back behind. Gaze looks over the left shoulder. Think tall here in this position, stretching the crown of your head up towards the ceiling, making sure you're not leaning backwards, but maybe propping yourself forward with that left hand. Slowly unwind. We'll bring the left hand to the right knee. Right hand comes behind for support. Think about breathing into this stretch. Every inhale, you fill your lungs and feel that stretch along the upper back. When you exhale, see if you can twist a little bit deeper into this stretch. And we'll return back to our seated position. Clasping the hands together behind the back, letting them come to the mat, peeling those shoulder blades towards each other, feeling that stretch in the chest. Big inhale here. Take the hands above the left hip. Let them rest in that space between the hip and the rib. We'll drop the left ear towards the left shoulder, pulling the right shoulder down, feeling that stretch along the upper part of the shoulder in through the neck. Drop your chin towards your shoulder, noticing how this stretches the back side of the neck. And bring the chin up towards the sky. Bring the head back to a neutral position. We'll switch sides, bringing the hands to the right hip, letting the head fall to the right shoulder. Bring the chin towards the chest. And we'll bring our gaze towards the sky. Bring the head back to the starting position, release the hands. That is one of my favorite stretches. If you need to grab a drink here, go ahead and do so. We will meet in a tabletop position. We'll begin with wrists directly beneath the shoulders, knees directly beneath the hips. Let's go into a cow position, finding an arch in the lower back, reaching the crown of the head up towards the sky. Keep the shoulders pulled away from the ears. And exhale as you round through the back, tucking the tailbone, bringing the gaze between the toes. And let's do a few rounds of matching our breath with our movement, taking an inhale as we return to cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. Let's go through one more time. From here, we'll take it into a high plank position, making sure the shoulders stay stacked over the wrists or up on the balls of the feet. Let's push those hips up into a downward dog. Stretch out the back side of the leg. Step your left foot to the middle. Right foot comes to the outside of the right hand. We'll drop that left knee towards the ground, feeling that stretch in the left part of the hip. This is a really great stretch because as we sit at our desks for work, as we sit in our car or on the couch, our hip flexors are always in that contracted position. They're always closed. So this stretch is really great to open up through there. From here, we'll step our right foot back behind the left foot, pivoting on that left knee, taking our right hand up and reaching it over the head. That right foot is planted flat on the ground here. Feeling a nice stretch through the side body. And we'll slowly lower that right hand, gently pivoting back on that left knee, coming into a high plank, bringing the left foot to the outside of the left hand, dropping the right knee towards the ground here. Feeling that stretch in the right hip flexor, taking big inhales and exhales into this stretch. Let's step that left foot back. Pivot that right knee. Reach the left hand up and over the head. We'll lower the left hand down, gently pivot that right knee back, bring the toes together, knees wide, set those hips back, reach the fingertips towards the top of the mat, gently rest your forehead on the mat for child's pose. We'll finish our session here in child's pose today, taking a big inhale through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Again, another big inhale through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. The last few minutes here, we'll let our mind and our body relax. Begin to listen to the sounds in the room around you. Gently wiggle those fingers and toes. And when you're ready, we'll slowly rise up into a seated position. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a happy and healthy day.